Today, let's sew a quilt block for April. Welcome, I do sewing and DIY related content, and each month this year I am making a new quilt block just to test out some different ideas and to learn more about quilting as I go. Today for April's, we are going to need a collection of different colors. This is a really scrappy quilt block, so if you just have little bits of each one, that is completely fine. I'm going to be using these four colors though, so a pink, an orange, a purple, and a blue, and we are going to be making this very scrappy quilt block. Now, the original instructions for this will be in the description below. I am making it slightly smaller so it matches the other sizes of my quilt block. The end result ends up being about 5.5 by 5.5 inches. I'll also include all of the dimensions for all the different sizes that you need to cut out. So for example, we need a 1.5 by 1.5 inch square of this purple. The cat did decide to walk through. She said hello. She also checked out all of the fabric, so we appreciate her support. But as you can see, I have now some rectangles. So these are around 1.5 by 2.5 inches. And then I have three squares as well. So now it is time for us to do a matching and just get everything laid out exactly how we'd like. So as you can see, we have those three different colors are down the diagonal, and then I have the orange all around it. And I've just matched these with right sides together, and then I'm just going to be sewing this up to combine it. I'm doing a 1/4 inch seam allowance, taking my time, being sure to backstitch at the beginning and end so that when it comes time to us doing more work with these, the stitch doesn't come out in any way. Once we have all of these nice and sewn up, you're going to have three strips. Now for each strip, there will be a seam or two. So for this, you can either press it out, like go to your iron and press it out. I'm just going to be finger pressing this to start. I have a little tool that makes it a little bit easier so I don't have to get up as much. And so I have this all nice and pressed out, and then I'm going to repeat this for each of those strips. So just opening the seam, making sure it is nice and flat, and then we're able to sort of join these three together to make one larger square. So once I have these all nice and laid out, you can see here that I just basically have those three rows, and we just want to sew them together. So very carefully going to make sure that all of the seams are nice and lined up, and then I'm just going to combine these by using some quilting clips to hold it in place. And then when I open this up, you can see we have a really nice crisp looking seam right there, and then I'm going to repeat this for the second row as well. So just attaching this to that middle portion so I can take those two seams. This is a really quick and easy step, and then if everything has been measured correctly and cut out right and use that 1/4 inch seam allowance, they all should line up very nicely. So now I'm just going to go over to my sewing machine, take both of those seams, and then once we have this done, we can then go down and kind of press all of this out very fully. So here's what it looks like. It looks so nice. Look at how nice and crisp. Like when those points come together, I love when quilting does that. So now I'm going to take this down. We're going to press this out so it can be nice and flat and smooth, and then we will continue on. So now it is time for us to continue growing out this square. So I've cut out some additional pieces. I have two rectangles that are 3.5 by 1.5 inches. And then I have another two rectangles that are 4.5 by 2.5 inches. And then I have two additional 1.5 by 1.5 inch squares. So now it is time for us to essentially bring all of this together. So with that square I made earlier, I'm going to be using these 3.5 by 1.5 inch squares and placing this on the sides. So as you can see there, just matching them up. It really doesn't matter which side though you add these to. So I'll be taking a seam across those, and then for the 4.5 by 1.5 inch rectangle, just adding the smaller squares to one edge of those, and we'll be taking these four seams. So just sewing everything up. What I really liked about this quilt block is because it is so many squares and rectangles, this is a really great beginner friendly quilt block. You don't have to worry about any triangles yet, and most of these are just almost like rectangles that you're just sewing and growing together. So once I have all those seams done, I'm just going through the same finger pressing technique that I did earlier. I'm just doing this to kind of hold us over until we sew all of this up, and then I will take it back down to my iron. Now I'm just attaching these last two strips onto the rest of my rectangle currently. And basically what we're doing is this blue fabric that I have here is acting almost like a border around my square. So you can see that now there is blue on all four sides, and then those little orange just act as a nice contrast. So here's what it looks like. It looks so fun, it looks so pretty. And then I'm just going to repeat this for the bottom, and then we will press all of this out, And at this point, the quilt block is complete. I found this one to be so fun and so easy. I love how these colors turn out. I think that this is a really fun little quilt block, especially if you want to make lots of them, and you can do it great for like scrappy fabrics. So I will include the link to the original version of this in case you want even more information or wanted to follow through on their blog post as well. But here are all 4 of my quilt blocks now. We are already a third of the way through the year, which is crazy. So we're gonna keep building these out. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.